Hello, everybody. This is Josh. How are we all doing today? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yes, they can.
So, yes, today we are doing our monthly Q&A. Hopefully you can hear us well. There we go. Caston cracking open a cold one.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag we'll drink certain sodas for money.
Yeah. All right. There we go. So, Foist, so this is just the monthly Q&A. Foist, we need to look at our, so yes, if you have a so if you are one of our patrons at the high enough level, you can actually ask an unlimited amount of questions. All right, here, time for those questions. Remember, you have an unlimited amount within reason.
That kind of sounds contradictory, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, just like don't spam it. It's like you know. Happy Easter weekend. Yes, happy Easter weekend.
Or Ostera, depending on what you celebrate.
Yeah.
First question.
First question of the night by Lightning Aiden. First question: what are you guys doing for Easter tomorrow?
Church and family time.
Yep, church and family time.
I wonder where the kids' church outfits went. I mean, not church outfits, Easter outfits. My grandma bought them some.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they went.
Yeah. Also, like, yeah, so tomorrow Easter. Yeah.
Josh Scorcher, I'm a tad drunk.
Oh my.
It is my birthday and I've been following you and Alex Rochin since 2009.
Whoa!
I'm 26 and I beat FFVI for the first time ever a
Hello,
month
Josh
ago,
Sketch
and
Show.
it dethroned Earthbound as my favorite RPG.
You're a tad drunk.
God bless.
It's your birthday.
He ran it automatically reads it out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's wow, tad drunk, but thank you for choosing to spend your evening with us. You've been following us since 2009. Wow, you are old guard.
2011. You're even older guard than me.
Yeah. You beat Final Fantasy VI for the first time ever a month ago. Oh, how'd you enjoy it? I hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Earlier today, I actually did a live stream with the Fan Battlecast. They messaged me a while back. They messaged me last week to try and do a little bit of cross promotion. Like they'd promote Starfire versus Blaze, and I would be a guest in one of their little live debates. Of basically, it's kind of like Death Battlecast, but unofficial. And one of the things they wanted to debate was Kefka versus Sephiroth. And we finished that earlier today. If you search it, you can actually find me gunning for Kefka in that.
No duh. Second question.
Yeah. Second question from Lightning Aiden. What are your opinions on the new Donkey Kong game? Which Kongs do you want to see reappear? I have a soft spot for Lanky Kong because plays the trombone.
Is he the orangutan who is not actually a Kong?
Yeah. He's the orangutan. He likes grapes and he plays trombone. So I identified with Lanky Kong as a kid. And also a bit silly. He has no style. He has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. I identified with Lanky Kong as a kid.
I worry about you.
Oh, I loved it. I'm a big romance nerd. I loved Celis and Locke and their relationship. Oh, yes. OTP. Celis and Locke OTP. Their romance was so cute.
Oh, hey, Kean. I'm sorry your throat hurts. I'm actually sick, too.
Yeah. There's a big bug going around in the Scorcher household.
Okay, so first, little girl was sick. I almost accidentally said the names again. Little girl was sick. Then little boy was sick, and now it's my turn. He's the only one who is resisted.
I mean, I've had a tickle in my throat the past couple days, but I'm counting my blessings.
Yeah. Oh no, little girl threw up. It was bad.
Yeah. So is Triple F gonna be a new series in the channel? Yes, once a year. Because animation's expensive.
Didn't Death Battle diss someone who made a fan death battle? Also, what do you think of Waka's racism?
For the first question, I don't know. It's because Death Battle, it's like Ben and Chad are very much aware of my fight. They talked about it in one of their corner. They talked about it in one of their Death Battle corners, and I got their blessing to make this. I did get their blessing. They just said to not use any of their assets.
Which he has not.
Yeah. Also, what do I think of Waka's racism?
Who? What?
Are we talking about Final Fantasy X Waka? Oh, Gumball fan, hi!
Hey Josh, I just saw the movie The King of Kings. It was really good, and the theater I was in was packed with families. I would recommend you to bring your family to watch it. It really shows the story of Jesus for children and families.
Really? Okay. Who knows? Maybe we can watch that tomorrow.
Is it on Vudu?
Maybe. We'll see. It's could probably. I mean, yeah, it's probably a little less harrowing than The Passion.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely look at that. Third question from Lightning Aiden. Have you guys seen the Minecraft movie, and what are your thoughts on it? I have not seen the Minecraft movie. I know that I'm not going to watch it because I know I'm not going to like it. It seems like it's a movie that is not going to be made for me. I think I've been started to get good at sussing out like movies that I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy. And that was a movie that's made for younger fans of Minecraft chiefly. And I am not a fan of Minecraft at all. So I feel like I'm not going to get any of the jokes. Like Chicken Jockey. I'm like, eh? So it's from the early trailer, I could tell that it wasn't going to be a movie for me. And clearly, it was a movie. They picked their audience well because that movie made bank.
It did?
Yeah, it made bank.
As opposed to Snow White, which has crashed and burned, much to my sadistic little heart.
Yeah. So, and honestly, if people enjoyed it, that if fans got what they wanted out of it, then good for them. Yeah, and good on that movie for giving them clearly what they wanted.
I'm just happy Jack Black's working.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had got something a little more like the Lego movie.
Yeah.
That would have been great, something that like fans of the product like, but also can be, something a little deeper.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Because Minecraft and Lego are about creativity.
Not a question, but just wanted to share that I will be on a road trip to the Oregon coast for my birthday next week.
Like, I mean, you literally have Lego Batman.
Yeah. Gojillion91, not a question, just wanted, oh, wow, well, happy birthday.
Are you going on the Oregon Trail?
Watch out for dysentery.
Yeah. Sandwiches.
Yeah.
This probably goes without saying. Since your Triple F show is not Death Battle, I assume most fights won't end in death.
No, it's not. They're not going to end in death.
No.
Not all of them.
No.
Some of them will. All right. But yes, it's I am gonna have a rule set made. Wow,
The King of Kings is in theaters.
King Kings in theaters. Okay, thank you. But yeah, it's I assume most fights won't end in death. Yeah, I'm gonna have my own rule set. Basically, my rule set is going to be like, as long as one fighter cannot reasonably continue. and heck, sometimes that might end in death, depending on the characters. Yeah. Okay, so Jesse Spring. Okay, DBZ Disc Silver for Mewtwo versus Frieza.
Interesting.
Huh. I'd have to look at that if that was actually was that a genuine diss or was that a ribbing? Because you know.
There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. Because I'd actually have to see what they actually did.
What is the next theme for 5 Great Villain Songs?
The next theme for 5 Great Villain Songs is it's gonna be Christianity themed because of Easter.
Which means that some of my expertise was called upon.
Yes.
I've busted off, I've dusted off my writing chops, and I wrote an entry.
Hey, I had an idea for a joke battle. Tell me what you think cabbage salesman from Avatar versus ice cream guy from Lilo and Stitch.
The ice cream guy doesn't even say anything. Poor guy.
Oh, man.
And he gets mint chocolate chip all the time. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Holy villain songs, Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, there's quite a few good ones in there. Lang Ying, what reason do you see Blaze and Starfire fighting in the first place? It was really hard to find a reason for them to fight because. One second.
Hey, how are Val and Belle doing?
Yeah, I'll answer that in a little bit, but yeah, it was hard to figure out a reason why they would fight. I had to look at what other people did because even if they did fight, even if it was a misunderstanding, they wouldn't actually. They would stop fighting halfway through because they're just that kind of people. That we really had to figure out a very, very contrived reason for them to fight, and that was the best. What we're gonna have here is the best that we came up with. All right. Joel, how are Val and Vel doing? They are doing.
They're doing better.
Yeah. Yeah. They fight sleep.
They're in the room behind us.
Yep. And I can hear them whenever I'm working.
I hear them when I'm working too.
I hear them louder.
I hear them. I hear the Fandom cries. I hear them when they don't even make noise.
Please don't spam your comments, or I'm gonna put you in, or I'm gonna time you out. All right. Does whether or not the matches end in death depend on personality? Because if you had Joker in the battle, he would under 100% kill his opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does depend on the personality. It's like not necessarily. They don't even necessarily have to be villains, but the point of a battle is to try and push them to their limit, and usually a lot of times with their limit is is that they have to. Sometimes their limit is a point where they have to use deadly force.
Sorry, I'm not listening to you. I'm thinking of that old Corbin Blues song because I am a filthy millennial who grew up on High School Musical.
Have you thought about doing a top 10 mothers in gaming or top 10 animal companions in gaming? Yes, we've thought about both.
I want top 10 dogs. Because the dog from Fable needs to be number 1.
See you go, Jillian. Let's see. All right. Do I think Green Scorpion will enjoy the next Fire Fan fight? Oh yeah, I think so.
We've talked to Oscar. He knows.
Yeah, we've talked about even other potential matchups with him, like called upon his expertise. Yeah. What if Father Anderson fought?
What if Father Anderson fought Julius Belmont?
That would.
I don't know Father Anderson. Help me.
Alexander Anderson from Helsing.
Yeah, I don't know him very well. I know Julius, though. I want Julius to win.
Yeah.
Are you stimming on your computer?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah. It's grilled cheese or PB&J? Grilled
PB&J.
cheese. PB&J.
Grilled cheese. Can't do it. Nope.
Oh, yeah, I love me a good grilled cheese. Have you ever thought about doing a Disgaea list? I don't know enough about Disgaea in order to make a list.
Ari, are you a voice actor? Your normal voice sounds different from your Pegasister OC. Not officially one, but I would love to be one. I can just go a little lower. Or I could just go a little higher. You know, just depends. Right now my voice sounds a little wonky because I'm sick.
Can't wait to see top 10 character assassinations. When can we expect that video to come out? I don't have the schedule in front of me, so I can't tell.
Schedule. Let's see.
Let's see. I like said movie. You didn't. That's okay. I disagree. We're wishing with the death of live actions in general. They can make good live actions. They can. They just choose not to.
Oh yeah, like the Cinderella one was okay. Like they actually allowed the time for Cinderella and the prince to get to know each other, flesh it out, but it was still paled in comparison to the Drew Barrymore one.
Yeah, it's like you just can't top Ever After. It's like the only thing that Ever After was missing was, you know, the magic.
Yep.
But clearly it didn't need it.
And then if you really wanted that, you know, Ever After but with magic, you got Ella Enchanted.
Yeah. Ooh, Kajorix. Saw you on the Fan Battlecast earlier today. Great job repping Kefka. Thank you. I'm just happy that I was able to, like, they really thought it was going to be a stomp in favor of Sephiroth, but when I argued, it's like, oh, no, it's Kefka's going to give him a little bit of a challenge. Who would be a villain from the MLP comics you would have liked to see in the show? I don't know. It's just like I would have liked to see a more concrete version, maybe, of Daybreaker, because Daybreaker got a lot more in the comics. Another one. I mean, Nightmare Rarity would have been the Nightmare Rarity arc would have been amazing to see animated. Yeah. What was your favorite joke you ever written in any of your videos? Mine was you and the others mocking Sony's executives. Oh, that was a fun thing. Because, okay, guys, I had that list saved since 2006.
After a few dire setbacks, I've got my art writing mojo back. My current project is Castlevania, Birth of Sorrow, about young Julius. What helps you get your groove back when you crash or burn out? Hey, so I saw Homelander versus MCU Cap was among your battles you were considering. If you ever did that one, are we giving Cap Mjolnir?
Okay, starting with Drunken Grandmasters. Got our raid mojo back. Great job.
Yay.
What helps you get your groove back when you crash or burn out? I just need to try something new. Whenever I need to get my new groove or mojo back, either I just get something new or I just disconnect. I just disconnect from the internet, just disconnect from everything, and then I like come back to it like an hour later or like a day later. That's usually how I get out of my. That's usually how I avoid burnout.
I need to do something fun. Like, honestly, I need to just sort of. I want to play a game or read a book. I just need some sort of escapism.
I just got off the Easter Mass at a Brazilian community Catholic church. How are you?
High Red Productions. If I did at Homelander presents you a Cap, would we be giving Cap Mjolnir? Of course we would, because you would take the characters at their peak.
But Cap didn't have a gun at his peak.
Don't remind me. I'm still mad at Death Battle for doing that, but that's just me. It's like I'm trying not to take it too seriously, but it's just.
But that's like your whole shtick.
It's just a show. It's just a random opinion. They totally didn't link Batman in that video.
Go back up. Okay, you did.
Yeah,
Good.
They did. They didn't just. It's like Cap has grenades. Cap has has a pistol. Like, why? What do you think he wears that utility belt for fun?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ron Stoppable has those cargo pants, but do you think he ever uses anything in those pockets?
Yeah. All right, Tiffio, got it for Eastern Mass Catholic Community Catholic Church. How are you? Oh,
We're doing good.
yeah.
We are
Doing
going.
good, a brother in Christ.
We're doing church tomorrow.
Let's see. Adam G6. Have either of you seen Code Geass? And if so, what do you think?
Bot.
Oh, bot.
Be gone, bot!
Okay. Yes, I have seen Code Geass. I like the themes that it explores. The main character, he's a fantastic villainous protagonist, but it did get a little weird towards the end, and the raunchiness of the show is off-putting. I mean, I didn't notice it when I was younger, but yeah, it's like now that I'm older, it's. When I was younger, I watched raunchy anime, but it didn't do anything for me because it like like High School of the Dead. I didn't notice it until it was pointed out to me.
You know, I would have loved to have seen your reaction to Rosario Vampire.
Yeah, I actually tried to watch Rosario Vampire like. What was it, 3-4 years ago? But then I saw like the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, yeah, this show isn't for me.
I know. I would have loved to have seen you try it when you were younger and didn't understand. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Godzilla Princess, favorite pizza? Oh, give me a stuffed crust with pepperoni any day.
Pan crust with pepperoni.
Yeah. Let's see. Have I considered playing Repo with some of your buddies and pals?
Repo?
The only Repo I'm aware of is the Genetic Opera.
And that's because of me.
Repo. Online co-op horror game. Physics, proximity, voice chat, and scary monsters. You and have 5 friends can venture to... I would, but there are 2 problems with it. One, I would have to stream it. But problem number 2, none of my friends are on when I'm streaming. So, and when I am not streaming, I am working. Tifia, what are religions, background, brother in Christ, and Catholic? We're Baptist
Adjacent.
Yeah, Baptist adjacent. Like that's one of the things. So, like there's this joke that John B. Christ made.
Or John B. Christ.
John B. Christ. Yeah, it's So who are here changed denominations? Okay, so you were Baptist. What did you change to? Non-denominational? I asked if you changed denominations. Gilsarlo is contributing the gifts that they got from Lord Snowing Steak. Hey, thank you. What's my opinion on the Sly Cooper games? Oh, I like them. It's like the first one was a lot of fun for me. I remember playing that as a kid.
I don't know. It looks like Jack and Daxter, but without the Daxter.
Yeah. So but that's the thing. It's like it kind of kept the sort of humor and tone from Jack and Daxter 1, which I think is good. And just Carmelita, the tension between Carmelita Fox and Sly is just delicious. I do wish it was animated a little better though.
And that they kept a voice actress.
Yeah. Will I do a top 10 on it eventually? I don't think so, no. It's because, especially since Sony doesn't seem interested in, continuing the franchise. Yeah. Thoughts on Sly Cooper versus Lupin the Third? Yeah. Basically the kind of 2 matchups I've been thinking for Sly Cooper has either been Sly Cooper versus Lupin the Third or Sly Cooper versus Rouge the Bat. Yeah, because both of those are really good.
I do feel like Rouge has an unfair advantage being able to fly.
Have you done a top 10 healers? I know you're into healers. I've done a top 15 healers.
Yep.
Wow, people are sharing their denominations in the chat. Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I really do hope that Sony does eventually take the hint from Astrobot's success and they start picking up on some IPs they left behind. Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
I think
do that, Sony.
Yeah, I think they just need to give like a AA budget to their lower IPs. Like, if they can put in the same
Bring
budget.
back Jack and Daxter. Bring back Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
Remaster Jack and Daxter.
Yeah. If they can put like the same budget that they put into Astrobot.
I want Chris Evans to be Lupin SOOO badly.
I want Chris Evans to be Lupin so badly.
Why Chris Evans?
Because people love Chris Evans. Do people really want Shadow of the Colossus 2? Yes, people do. I'm not necessarily sure I agree with them because the story ended. And so I feel like trying to shoehorn in a sequel for Shadow of the Colossus would be, I feel like kind of a spit in the face. I mean, it would make them a lot of money, I'm pretty sure, if they put a lot of work into it, but artistically, I disagree with the notion.
I don't think it would make them that much money. I mean, they tried sort of a spiritual successor with The Last Guardian.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very,
I thought it was cute.
yeah.
I love Trico.
Yeah, it was very, unfortunately for me, it was a little too glitchy.
He's cute. I want Trico. I want a Trico.
It's art, yeah, the AI on the creature wasn't great.
If we get a cat that is like gray and spotted, we're naming it Trico.
Let's see. Master Builder, or top 10 video game couples. Maybe.
I have no idea who'd number one be.
Lightning Aiden. Who do I think would win in a fight? Nightmare Rarity or Midnight Sparkle? I don't know. We haven't seen enough of Midnight Sparkle, and we haven't seen enough of Midnight Sparkle in order to kind of ascertain what her power level is. What's your opinion on the chicken jockey theater drama? I think it is a little obnoxious how people are acting in the theaters, but
I mean, this is Minecraft, not the Rocky Horror Picture Show, guys.
yeah.
Behave.
Yeah. At the same time, though, it's just like people are. Nah. I'm not gonna say. I don't think people are. It's like, yeah, you can express your fandom, like all that, but still remember you're in a public place that people paid to be in order to watch something. So like, it is a little discourteous.
Yep. I don't think there are enough twin bosses.
Yeah. Plan to see the new Mission Impossible movie? Nah.
I boycott anything Tom Cruise is in.
Idea top 10 twin bosses. We thought about it, but we didn't think the idea would be popular enough to do. Like we're not entirely sure that's a topic people would be interested in. Favorite Souls-like? None of them. Alright. Do I think if Donkey Kong got his own spin-off movie, it would involve the Crystal Coconut? Oh, I hope so. Get Donkey Kong, get King K. Rool. It's like, oh, get Benedict back, please. Get him back. Get the original cast back. That would be so great, but they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna get. I don't think they're gonna get. At most, I think they get Benedict Campbell back, but nah, they're probably gonna cast someone like, I don't know, Johnny Depp.
I'm not opposed to that. He's a good character actor. But I mean, I would prefer the original. But I mean, they got Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, they got Colleen O'Shaughnessy, but.
When you guys saw Wicked, were people singing in the theater? Apparently that was a problem at the time.
Yeah, they did get Colleen O'Shaughnessy, but yeah, it's I feel like that's more the exception. Hybrid Productions, when you guys saw Wicked, were people singing in the theater? Not in my theater. It's I didn't have that issue where I watched it. But yeah, Wicked was an okay film. It's like the first half really dragged, but the second half, it's like after the dance scene, it's like it kicked into high gear.
Dancing through life, down at the Ozdust. Ugh.
Yeah, and then just that ending of Defying Gravity was utterly stunning. Like, oh my gosh. She killed it. In a good way. Yeah. Tifio, one fandom I can't stand. I don't know. I'm not sure that's a fair question to ask, because I feel like all fandoms have both their positives and their negatives. If I had to say which one I've had the most negative experiences of, I mean, if you had to hold me down and force me to choose, I guess I would say Hell of a Boss / Has Been Hotel. But even it's like, I guess the sometimes, like, it feels like the fandom doesn't know what they want from the show.
Are there any horror-focused versus matchups that either of you are interested in?
Twihards.
Yeah, they can be annoying. Yeah, it's like
No. I was a teenage girl at the time of Twilight's popularity. The Twihards are the worst.
Yeah. But before we get to the next question, it's just, I feel like the hate-dom for Has Been and Helava is a little more annoying than the fans themselves. If I'm being honest, like, I don't like either show, but I feel like the haters of the show just are a little bit more obnoxious than the likers of the show. Alright, follow-up question. Would you like to see all the Kongs? Yes. I would love to see all the Kongs. But if they included all the Kongs, it would have to be part of a TV show instead of a
movie.
Instead of a movie, because too many characters.
Yeah, you'd not be able to develop them all.
Yeah. I would love to see all of them, but, you know. Thoughts on Hat Kid versus Astrobot for Death Battle? Okay, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I see it. Yeah, that would work.
Why are you looking at me? I haven't played Hat in time.
Yeah. Tony Sonic, are there any horror-focused versus matchups either of you are interested in? Yes, there is one big one. Two big ones, but one of them they both involve one of the same combatant. Either The Thing versus the Blob, or The Thing versus the T-1000.
I thought you were going to talk about Beetlejuice versus the Genie.
Beetlejuice is kind of soft horror.
It's as horror as I'm going to watch.
Fair enough. For me, it's a toss-up between the Ruby fandom and the My Hero Academia fandom. I mean, yeah, the My Hero...
Oh, God's Little Princess. What are the Twihards? Twilight fans. You guys don't know. There was the Twilight moms. The 40-year-old moms who were thirsting over Edward, who was supposed to be 17 forever, guys. Guys, no. My mother was one. Save me!
Josh thinks I'm obnoxious. No, you're not obnoxious. You're not obnoxious, Ellie. It's Ellie. It's talk about the haters are more obnoxious than the fans. But yeah, just like the Ruby fandom, like it's another case with the Ruby fandom. Like, I'm not sure what the fans want from the show, because whenever I see it, it's like they're always complaining. They are literally always complaining.
Yeah.
If you had the team and resources to design your own video game, what would it be?
If I had the team resources to design my own video game, what would it be? It would be a Gauntlet. It would be either a Gauntlet sequel or a Gauntlet spiritual successor. Yeah. Should Luigi get his own spin-off movie revolving around his mansion? Please, effing please.
Who would voice King Boo?
Who would voice King Boo? Oh, what's his name? James Woods.
Oh, Hades?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you've seen those little animations on YouTube where they get where they put little scenes from Hercules, but they animate them with King Boo. It's just like, oh, it's perfect.
All right, who's gonna play Egad?
Who's gonna play Egad?
I actually kind of want. This is gonna sound silly, but I want Egad. I mean, not Egad. David Tennant.
David Tennant. Oh, that's a good one. I was gonna suggest Christopher Lloyd.
Well, Christopher Lloyd could do it, but I want David Tennant to do it because I want him to sound like Scrooge if he was playing Ludwig von Drake.
That would be funny. James Woods would kill as King Boo. Yeah.
You have to put that on the channel.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch could be King Boo. If you wanted to go for a little more scary of a King Boo, then yeah. Christopher Walken as Egad. Ooh, that's a good one. But yeah, it's Josh is at the Thing versus T1000 enjoyer. Like, okay, let's go, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm 90% sure it's Senshi, but just to check, favorite character voiced by Sungwon Cho, ProZD.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Tom Kenny as Egad and Robert De Niro as King Boo.
Favorite character voiced by Sungwon Cho.
Hilda's older brother.
Yeah. My dear Hilda! Yeah. I still think it's amazing. Like, he made quite a few...
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I have to take that back. My favorite character voiced by Sungwon Cho is Tomoko-chan.
Yeah. All right. Hear me out. Tom Kenny as Egad and Robert De Niro as King Boo. Tom Kenny as Egad is not bad. I'm not sure about Robert De Niro as King Boo, though. Cumberbatch can be funny. Yeah, but I don't feel like he and Mario Cube are kind of gel.
Ken Jeong as
No.
Egad.
Illumination likes Benedict Cumberbatch. Remember, he was the Grinch.
Yeah, they do, but it's just...
No, not Ken Jeong. Not Ken Jeong.
But yeah, it's like casting Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. That was not bad casting. Like, Benedict Cumberbatch would have worked as the Grinch if he had a stronger script.
I guess. I don't know. I just never thought of the Grinch as British.
Well, originally, like...
Wasn't Dr. Seuss not British? Like, I thought he was American. Or was he Canadian?
No.
Where's Dr. Seuss from? Maybe it's just because I'm very American-centric. And I apologize for that. But I thought Dr. Seuss was American. Yeah, he is American.
Okay, yeah.
He was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and he passed away in San Diego, California. Okay.
Oh yeah, fun fact, Dr. Seuss was a Lutheran Christian.
Yeah. So he is American, so I mean that's why I always pictured the Grinch with an American
Jasper
accent. Plus,
Pie as
he
Egad
was,
equals
originally
3.
done by, 2 other American actors.
Jasper Pie is Egad.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's okay. Jasper Pie. It's Joey Turner. That man has a voice made for cartoons.
Yep.
The fact that he hasn't gotten any sort of contract deal, it's just like, what are we doing?
His natural speaking voice is just cartoon.
What's the best approach to writing a horror game series, or lore in this case?
I don't understand.
Because my ideas are a bit ambitious, lol.
He could just, if he ever got drunk, and if he ever just vomited, I'm sure Wacko Warner would come up.
All right. Yeah. Star 17. Best approach to writing a horror game series. Have your lore, but don't directly tell it to the player. Try your best to drop clues to have the player figure it out on their own. because once the characters figure out the rules of how the monster works, then it sort of ceases to be scary.
Yeah, pretend you don't know your own monster.
Yeah.
Jim Cummings is King Boo. I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Jim Cummings can do anything. Who would voice Rosalina in the Mario movie universe? For the love of us holy, do not make it Zendaya.
Or Aquafina.
Yeah.
I would actually, and I know that this is just the easy answer. This is just the easy peasy, lemon squeezy, obvious, like, vanilla answer. But Kate Blanchett.
Oh, fudge, that is good.
Galadriel, guys. Either that, or...
Aquafina as Daisy. Don't you effing... Aquafina as Daisy. No. 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 Hell no!
You're about to get kicked, Lightning Aiden. I'm about to. Okay. The other one, I would say it would actually be Liv Tyler. You know, Arwen.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler would also has a beautiful sounding voice. Would be perfect for Rosalina.
Yeah. Let's see. Lightning Aiden, we were playing.
We're kidding. We're kidding.
We're playing.
You're okay.
We're not
You're
mad.
okay.
We're not mad.
We're okay. You're okay.
In the Mario universe, who do you think Peter Cullen could voice? Personally, I think he should have been Cranky Kong from the start. But anyway, do you think he would have been brought in for something because the original voice of Mario?
Peter Cullen. What else has he voiced? Who's Aquafina? Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians? She plays Peik Lin. She's also in, she also plays, Raya. No. Sisu in Raya and the Last Dragon.
She also plays Scuttle in the live-action
Little Mermaid.
Speaking of fan casting, Tom Holland or Zolo Mardueña as Link for live-action Zelda movie.
Mardueña. I don't know who that is, but that could be really cool.
Yeah, I think I'm having a little bit of Tom Holland oversaturation because he was not the choice for Drake.
Nope, not in Uncharted.
Like, I would have taken...
I would have taken one of the Chris's for Uncharted, honestly.
Yeah, I would have taken Chris Pratt as Drake.
No.
Over Tom Holland.
Over Tom Holland, fine. Yeah, you know what? You know what would have been funny? I would have taken Chris Pratt over Tom Holland in Uncharted, and Tom Holland over Chris Pratt as Mario.
Scuttle from live-action Little Mermaid, but Scuttle is a dude. Uh-huh.
You'd think. Gender doesn't matter anymore, remember? DEI, whatever.
Yeah.
Are there any indie games you would like to see get a death battle?
I just feel like Aquafina
I've wanted
has
a
the
few
energy
like
to
they
voice
had
Daisy.
in time.
Other people have
Cuphead,
energy.
Undertale, and Hollow Knight.
I have the energy. I can voice Daisy.
Yeah, but are there any indie games we would like to see get a death battle?
Thank you. That's what the other movie was. Aquafina was also in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Thank you.
How can we get
JP
Queen Latifah
Delgado
in a Mario
Khalil.
movie?
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait, hang on. Go back up. Did we miss something?
No, I didn't.
We were talking about Peter Cullen though, because of the Ossiroth's thing.
Yeah, well, he hasn't replied yet.
Well, no, we didn't finish it. We didn't think of someone he could voice. Ooh, can we cast Jim Carrey as Fawful? Yes, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Let's see. Any indie games you would like to see get a death battle? At time, Cuphead, Undertale, and Hollow Knight.
Cuphead and Hollow Knight. Those are the ones that I would really want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one that I actually suggested. To him. Sans versus Withers. They're both dead boys. They both have 1 HP, and they both have mysterious, all-consuming powers.
Yeah. Wait, did they make Scuttle a chick? Yes, they did. They made Scuttle a chick who could apparently breathe underwater.
Do you see why we don't like the live action remakes sometimes? Most of the time. 99% of the time.
How can we get Queen Latifah in a Mario movie?
Thank you for the
Birdo?
advice. I think it'll help a lot.
Nah,
Blue
I
Heart,
got
if it
more
interests you
respect
too.
than Birdo.
I want my horror series to be the horror equivalent to Doctor Who.
Maybe Queen Bean from Superstar Saga?
Reaction: Chris Pratt dropping the
Or
first MCU F-bomb.
Flurry.
Queen
Flurry.
Latifah as Flurry.
I'm here for it.
Peter Cullen as King Wart.
Oh wait, no. Who's the bad guy in the second one with Daisy?
The second one with Daisy? The first one with Daisy. It's well, Super Mario 2, in Super Mario Brothers 2, the main bad guy was Wart, but
Okay, then yeah, let's do King Wart.
Yeah,
Peter Cullen can be King Wart. Perfect.
yeah. Star 17, thank you for that. I think I'll help a lot. If it interests you, I want my horror series to be a horror equivalent to Doctor Who. Ooh. Okay, well, it's good to have a good inspiration because Doctor Who has a lot of great horror creatures.
Ooh, the angels.
The angels.
And the Vashta Narada.
The Vashta Narada, the Silence.
Oh, I love the Silence. Those are good. Those are some good episodes.
Reaction: Chris Pratt dropping the first MCU F-bomb. I actually didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I kind of tuned out after Doctor Strange.
No, wait, Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say I really tuned out after the 3 Peter movie.
Yeah. This question: who would voice Sir Grodus in the Mario movieverse?
Grodus.
Grodus. Yeah, the leader
Yeah,
of the
no,
X-Nautics.
yeah, no. I know who that is. I'm contemplating.
It had to be someone with like a deep, booming, imposing voice.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
There we go. Shellos Johnny's student in Cobra Kai. Oh,
I
okay.
unfortunately haven't seen Cobra Kai, so I don't know.
I have. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Christina V is Princess Daisy? I don't know who Christina V is.
You'd probably not know her name, but you know who. You'll know some of the characters.
Oh, never mind. She's Ladybug. I know who she is.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no Vermillion.
Yeah, you know. It's like you may not know her name, but you know her characters. But yeah. Tom Hiddleston is
Hey,
DiMaggio.
what do y'all think
I'm
a
okay with
Terraria
that,
movie
too.
would look like? They've made a Minecraft movie. Why not Terraria?
You know the actual answers because Terraria is not as popular as Minecraft.
Who should voice each of the Koopalings? Over there.
Who should voice each of the
You know what I actually kind of want?
What?
I want the Koopalings to be voiced by a K-pop group. Because that way they are all from the same group except for the one girl. And then that makes her stand out and it's funny.
Oh, I was asking what do you think it would be like? What do I think it would be like? I don't know. I actually haven't played Terraria, so I wouldn't be able to to help you figure that out. I guess my gut instinct is to make it a TV show instead of a movie, but
So basically BTS plus a girl.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Braden Kosher Bob, how can Keith David be in Mario? Okay, my gut instinct is to have him voice Kulex from Super Mario RPG.
Can't he be Piranha Plant? Feed me, Simo.
Wow. The Koopalings as a cape.
Luke dropped 40?
Luca dropped 40? Huh?
Did we miss something?
I don't think we missed anything.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Take a cue from Bluey, and have the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. voiced by anonymous children.
Oh, I like it. Take a cue from Bluey and have the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. be voiced by anonymous children. I like it.
Keith David as Kulex makes my knees quick. Or Keith David as Count Black. Ooh! Keith David as Count Black! Yes!
And Lupita Nyong'o as Tippy.
Hell yeah. Andy Cross, thoughts on the new episode that just started? Also, thoughts on the Gaslight District pilot? I haven't seen either. I haven't had the time. I've been very busy. Very, very busy. Since I played Marvel Rivals, who would I pick for a live-action version of Luna Snow? Oh, man, I don't know.
What's her powers?
Ice. And she shoots ice.
Mike
and
Myers
she's a
as all the
singer.
Koopalings.
And she's a pop star.
What's her personality?
Optimistic. Like, let me pull her up so you can get a visual on her.
Hello, Olivia Rodrigo. There we go. Done.
Mike Myers is all the Koopalings.
But he only has 3 voices.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we already did Tom Hiddleston as Dementio. We're good on that.
Yeah. Well, Kean is back. I'd like to see one of the Man on the Internet song from Bleck's theme. Yeah.
So Ari, I'm making sourdough for the first time. Got any tips for me? Patience. Patience, little one. Patience. Bill Fagerbake as Morton?
I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, the Indie Cross episode. I did see the Moro's preview on Twitter, and okay, so getting what's his name?
Oh, the voice of Patrick Starr. Thank you.
Oh, I forget who his name. He voices Jax in Amazing Digital Circus, but getting him to voice Cuphead, that was great casting. Yeah. Michael Kovac. Yes, thank you. Yes, Michael Kovac. Absolutely perfect casting for Cuphead.
John DiMaggio as Ochunks and Tara Strong as Mimi. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Shattuck. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Best episode of SpongeBob.
The
bar none.
winner takes all.
Best. Let's say Donkey Kong Bonanza, your opinion on the game. It looks amazing. I want it so bad. It's like the ability to all those little the destructible environments look crazy good. Let's see. Would I like to see Boom Boom and Pom Pom in the Mario movieverse? I don't know.
Richard Horvitz as Fawful? No, we already said Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be fun as Fawful, but like, I don't know. If he channels Zim, I guess, but I've always thought of Fawful of having a slightly deeper voice.
Let's see. Did you grow up on Winnie the Pooh?
Me.
I did not.
That's me. That's me.
I had a little bit of Winnie the Pooh growing up, but not nearly as much as her.
Okay, here's a
Daisy.
question for both of you. Who would each
He
of you
knows that.
cast the other as in the Mario universe?
And you are...
Speaking
Well,
of
some things
DK
hide
Bonanza,
themselves.
what do you think is the right move for responding to Nintendo's
But yes,
absurd
Luigi.
prices on their games and accessories?
Yeah. But speaking of DK Bonanza, what do you think is the right move for responding to Nintendo's absurd prices on their games and its accessories?
I honestly don't understand what's absurd about them. Everything's more expensive now, and honestly, if we're judging by the rate of inflation, this isn't even the most expensive console that they've put out, and games have been $60 for a long time, but it's costing more to make them and distribute them, especially physical ones, because of lack of resources, and the lack of the metals and certain plastics that are needed to make them. The big plastic island that's in the Pacific Ocean? What we could do is, I wish that gaming companies would take some of the plastics from those big plastic islands that are in the oceans and use them and recycle them. That might cut down on costs, but no one has really thought of that. But, until that happens, I see why the prices have raised. I don't think it's because the games themselves are better. I think it's because of the price of manufacturing.
Yeah. And even then, just like for digital games, it's like, I'm not happy about the higher prices, but I do think people are being a little unfair about the high prices. Like, people have been constantly bellyaching about Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo, they just keep cutting corners. They don't. It's like they need to make their games bigger. They need to make their games bigger and larger.
What's a game you
And
wish
then
got a
what's
cartoon?
game
I always
what's actually
wanted
spent more
Yoshi's
money?
Island to get a show growing up, which is why Harvey Beaks was able to win me over.
It's like make a bigger AAA Nintendo game. Okay, but that's gonna cost more. Wait, no, not like that. It's just like, do you want? Because the thing is, unfortunately, gamers have this insatiable demand for games to just constantly be getting bigger and bigger and better and better, and it's easy for us to judge when we don't know what game production is like, when we don't know like what it takes to make these kinds of games. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, like creatively, or how all of this stuff works. It's easy for us to judge. And I'm not happy about the higher prices, but I get it.
My grandpa used to say that in my generation, a burger at McDonald's is going to start costing $10.
Oh, we got a raid of Zaruk Windcaller raiding with a party at 19. Hello there.
Hello.
I am Josh Scorcher. This is my lovely wife Aramau, and we are taking Q&A questions. It's Sun John again. Hey! It's Sun John from...
Well, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. Trust me, honey, I have a better memory than you.
I mean, true, but ouch.
Hello.
Yeah.
What a great
Don't look down on people who aren't buying Switch 2 and vice versa.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just... Yeah, it's more expensive, and that's kind of... And there are a lot of times where Nintendo has priced things, in my opinion, a little unfairly. Like, I don't think I should be paying $15 for an N64 game.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of oof. But, yeah, it's... There are some price increases that I think are fair. There are some that are not. Like, not every game is going to be $80. Like, or some people, and there's been a lot of misinformation about the Switch 2 that I think has really muddied the waters.
Also, I don't think the digital games are going to be 80. I think the physical ones are going to be 80.
Some of them are. It's like most games are going to be 70. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just surprised that $60 video games lasted this long.
Yeah, that's true. Go up. Yeah.
What game do you wish got a cartoon? I've always wanted Yoshi's Island to get a show growing up, which is like Harvey Beaks is able to win me over. What is a game I wish got a cartoon?
Gauntlet Dark Legacy. What are you talking about?
I'm not entirely sure about... Well, then again, that would be nice to have them flesh out the personalities of each character.
Boobs first.
Banjo Kaboobies.
Banjo and Kaboobies.
Banjo Kazooie, but sexy.
Yep.
Physical beats. Maybe a Fire Emblem game as a cartoon.
I'd love Fire Emblem Awakening. I feel like it's very straightforward.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Fire Emblem Awakening would be fun, but then there would be the arguments about who should get with each other.
Yeah, I know.
And like also like all the quote unquote canon pairings would be rough. But yeah, I'd honestly like to see some of the older ones that didn't rely on the shipping.
Shun. Shun. Shun.
Yeah. Maybe a Donkey Kong cartoon. Oh, we had one already. It was Camp. We were playing Dragon Quest when something Josh would enjoy if he could get past all the iffy accents. All right. The memes. Let the ship wars begin. Favorite God of War game? I'd have to go
The one before Ragnarok.
Yeah, God of War 4. God of War 4 was a lot of fun. I liked the what they did with the characterization for Kratos there. I feel like Ragnarok was a slight dip in quality. Yeah. Who do you think would voice Gourmet Guy from Paper Mario 64? Gabriel Iglesias. On Husky Boy, in regards to fiery fan fights for Triple F, as you call it, how were you and Ari going to determine the next episode? Were you going to put it up to a poll? No, I was just gonna do it.
But the third one is up to a poll.
Yeah.
He's already written out and done everything for the second one.
Yeah.
Heck, I even recorded lines for it.
Mm-hmm. They need to stop with the original name slapped on the soft reboot fad. Just call it Street Fighter and God of War 4 already. Yeah. I mean, we know why they do it, you know. It's because it's so people don't feel like they have to play the previous games in the franchise in order to actually understand it. But even then, I guess that argument doesn't really work because Final Fantasy exists.
Final Fantasy X too.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 too.
Yeah, and then there's... Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 16 was a rousing success, so...
That's not going away anytime soon.
My Little Pony designs for you kids. Oh, we already have them. You can just go on DeviantArt. Look at my favorites section.
Lightning Bliss did them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see.
If you guys could change anything about the Switch 2, what would it be?
I mean, I don't want to say the price because that feels like the easy answer.
It needs to come out faster. That's it.
I mean, I like the launch games that they have. I like a lot of the things. It's just the Switch 2 has a lot of great stuff. It's just the biggest barrier to all that great stuff is the price. What is the best way to prepare the Switch 2 or what to do to not break the bank?
Save up. Wait for Christmas.
Yeah, save up, wait for Christmas, or check your PayPals just in case you're accidentally paying for a subscription that you shouldn't be.
What about a cartoon adaptation of Final Fantasy IX? They already have the aesthetic.
I mean, that would be amazing. I'd love a cartoon adaptation of Final Fantasy IX, but they wouldn't do it. Because Final Fantasy IX is not a popular Final Fantasy.
Even though ProZD got the creator of
Yeah.
got the original creator to say Final Fantasy IX was his favorite.
Yeah. Who would be a funny voice for Cammy Koopa?
Give me a line.
Let's see. You smell too nice.
You smell too nice. I think I would be a pretty okay Cammy Koopa.
Hybrid Productions, any D&D campaign podcasts you guys like listening to? I don't listen to D&D podcasts necessarily, but
I listen to the ones that I'm in with him.
that was cool. It's just, this woman is talented.
Your rottenness. Please, your blood pressure is already too high.
Check your PayPals just in case for what? In case you have a subscription that you're paying that you shouldn't be.
Like, some people have like double pay on Netflix or Hulu or something.
Yeah.
Or like they're double paying for like Nintendo Internet or something.
Let's see.
And that's me when I'm sick.
Yeah. One Husky Boy, if you could pick a new death battle opponent for Raiden from Metal Gear besides Wolverine and Excalibur, who would you pick? Breakdancing cyborg ninja with a lightning sword. Maybe Eve from Stellar Blade.
Why are you looking at me, dude?
But then again, Eve would also work well to fight. But also be good to fight 2B from Nier Automata. Yeah.
Oh, Hybrid Productions has a good question about your Patreon.
Yeah, new campaign. By the way, the Dragon's Throw the homebrew. I couldn't find a result for it. Yes, it is a homebrew. It's going to be a sort of thing where, it's gonna be completely original. It's designed to be interesting while also not increasing my workload.
Because it's already at max.
Yeah. Which one of the new characters in Mario Kart World, or Mario Kart World as I call it, do I plan to try out first? I'm not. I'm just going to pick Luigi like I always do. Let's see. Favorite baby in fiction?
Laura Dannon.
That's a good one. Also Boo. Monsters Inc.
I don't consider her a baby. She's a toddler.
Huh.
I'm talking about like infant. Like the ones you
Yeah.
need to hold.
Ah.
That's at least I would think.
Yeah. Do I play any gacha live too? We do not play gacha games. We're not. It's too much of a temptation. Interested in going to Universal's Epic Universe?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we'd love to, but
We have babies.
they're not old enough to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And one of our very dear friends really wants us to go. And we really would love to accompany him.
Just having kids makes things a little more complicated.
Yep.
Let's see. Not sure if I asked this past Q&A stream, but do you know of any MLP infection AUs? It's not here, so I'm to look up Divine Swamp Fever. Infection AUs. No, I don't think I've seen any of the infection AUs, but yeah, I haven't seen any of them. Eliar, money, the enemy of morality. Okay, can I interest you in some math?
Nope.
So money is the root of all evil. So evil equals money squared. And girls require time and money. Time is money. So if you actually plug in the math, it makes it so that girls equal evil.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Ari getting scared when baby Luigi was really high up? It's like having kids changes you. It does something to your brain.
Sorry, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Oh, that reminds me. I am evil after all.
Ovid was right about you. People are not, man, I just dropped a deep cut there. It's like people are not going to get that joke. Yeah, just Ovid was right about you. Let's see. Should there be a Smash Bros. 6 or not? I think they should just port over Smash Ultimate, honestly. But it's like,
How do you top it?
I mean, bring back Smash Run.
I meant with the characters.
Yeah, they can always, I guess, add more characters, but it's just like,
How do you top that hype?
yeah, I feel like Sakurai needs to stop working. That man tortures himself just to make sure people are happy. I am scared. I have seen stories about that guy where he actually hooked himself up to an IV to keep working. Like, that man does so much for Smash, and when people are always bellyaching like, oh, the character I didn't want to get into Smash, I'm like, guys,
Let it go, let it go.
like, I don't think he should be working that hard, but it's like, guys, back off of it. It's like, it's like, you're on his back. I need you to climb all the way off of it. Let Sakurai make his Air Riders. He needs something other than Smash Bros. Right now. Exactly, Silverflight 01. Let him go back to Kirby. I mean, Smash is basically just a giant Kirby mod, if we're being honest. It's basically the same exact gameplay.
Mm.
And I thought Bliss was a workaholic. Oh, yeah, Bliss is,
I mean, she's not there yet.
Yeah. DKL, favorite Halo. Can I say the first one? I really did like the first one.
I really enjoyed Subspace Emissary.
Yeah, Subspace Emissary is just amazing mirror. Exactly. Right. Now I can't get Fountain of Dreams out of my head. That Fountain of Dreams remix in Super Smash Bros. Melee changed my brain chemistry. That was... Yeah. I feel like that was... That remix of Fountain of Dreams was probably the biggest start for me loving big orchestral tracks.
Just got a PS3. Any games you recommend?
Just got a PS3. I mean, the God of War trilogy isn't terrible. Uncharted 2 and 3 are pretty good. I wouldn't recommend playing the first one. Just watch the cutscenes on YouTube for the first one, because the first one's gameplay did not age very well.
Oh, how are we doing? We're doing pretty good, Super Gaming Texan. Thank you. What is a scene for a show or a game that has a sequence of events that fills your mind with dread and hopelessness?
I mean, more recently, it's the whole that's that feeling that fills your mind with dread and hopelessness. That's a pretty big net, but I do remember one very recent one was the whole Light Dragon from Tears of the Kingdom. That was that got dark.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that.
But yeah, someone what horror game would I recommend a horror wimp try?
Memory of light waves is what made me love music.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion, does that even count as horror? I mean, it's a great place to start to get into the aesthetic of it. But for a horror game where you'd actually...
Fran Bow. Yeah. I'm going to give you Fran Bow. Yeah. Because it's bright and colorful and cheerful, but it also has horror elements.
I could also say, if you don't want like a whole lot of pressure, I'd actually recommend Slay the Princess. That's honestly a good horror game. If you don't want to feel too pressured or too because part of the anxiety of a lot of horror games is you actually have to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Fran Bow is a point-and-click adventure game that's also a little slower paced.
Godzilla Princess have to go. I need to go to bed for church. Good night, everyone. Oh, yeah. It's like I bet some people have to wake up for early morning mass.
Or early morning church, whatever.
Yeah.
You too, Adam G6. Bye.
Yeah. Have I guys ever met a Brazilian in person?
Not that I can recall off the top of my head.
Unless whenever we went to that Brazilian steakhouse, did any of them count? I wonder if them were any authentic Brazilians.
We did not bother to ask.
No, we don't. Hell no, it's Slay the Princess. Watched enough of you playing that to know if I digs into the psyche, and that would freak me out the worst. Oh, okay. No psychological horror. Okay. I mean, are you okay with monster horror? Like, what kind? What? Okay, yeah. I think that probably the best question would be to narrow it down here. Like, what horror do you feel like you could tolerate the best? I feel like that would narrow some things down. Opinions on Game Over by Brandon Yates. Peak.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Would you do a top 10 video game music remixes, arrangements?
I would love to do that if people would actually watch something like that. But but my normal music countdowns tend not to do very well. Hero X, in your past videos, you don't wear glasses. What happened? My eyes deteriorated. I think, yeah, it's, I should have been wearing, like, in my teenage years, I had reading glasses, but honestly, for the longest time, I just learned to work without them.
DKL, Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, if you're okay with, like... I mean, if you're okay with zombies, honestly, probably a good horror game to start out with is Resident Evil 4. It's camp. It's got a level of camp to it that kind of helps move away from the horror stuff.
Oh, you need to play Poppy Playtime. It has a voice actor in it that we know.
Yeah.
If a cold canine sat on a rabbit, is that just a chili dog on a bun?
Zombies bore me to absolute tears. Okay, then play Resident Evil 4.
Let's see. Ooh, it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, it's about... Yeah, we'll take like one more we'll take like one more question.
The stream's laggy, apparently.
Oh. That is weird. Oh, that is weird. Yeah, well, we do need to stop anyway.
We got church in the morning, too.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to stop anyway. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna stop here. So happy Easter.
Have a wonderful night, everybody.